So, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Total War Warhammer 3. This is coming to you courtesy of a sponsorship from Creative Assembly, so a really big thanks to CA for hooking me up with that. Speaking of things that CA have hooked me up with, I totally forgot to wear my new t-shirt. I got a new t-shirt from Creative Assembly. It's got the Kislev mark there, and on the back, if I can show this off without knocking everything in my room down, hidden by the hair. Let's get rid of the hair. Warhammer 3! I was always really tempted to wear this the other way around because I really like the logo, actually. It's kind of cool. So big thanks to Creative Assembly. I did get a couple of other bits and pieces, which I will probably post about on Discord or on Twitter later on. And one of my headsets seems to be very loud and the other one doesn't. Might just be that I have a blocked ear. Can't tell. No, I think we're good. So, we are in the process of doing what's called a beginner-friendly series. If you missed the first part of this, then I might recommend you go and check out the first stream, which I did today, where we started out. That is going to be a very good starting place, particularly if you are new to Total War Warhammer. I still feel like I'm... However, we are continuing here. So yeah, the previous stream is about starting out. It's the basics, talking about armies, how they function, your troops, setting up your economy, that type of thing. And now we're just going to continue. So we have secured the Gunpowder Road with the Nangao mines of Nanyang and Nanli. We have fought a couple of invasions. There are still a couple of invaders in our territory, and we are in the process of attacking Terracotta Graveyard, which is owned by the Sarthorial's Watchers, which is the Zinchian faction that basically blew up the gate. So the plan here is to retake the Terracotta Graveyard, plug up the gap in the gate, kill the two Norscan armies that managed to sneak through, and then probably press south again to take out the other rebels down here, if by that point Xiao Ming has not done so already. So I was tempted to try this game since it's free on Game Pass, but it seems overwhelming for a guy that's not used to the genre. I would highly recommend it. I think that actually this game is a really good place to start. If you are new to Total War, it has the prologue, which is a really good tutorial, actually. I probably don't even need to do a beginner-friendly series because the tutorial is that good. So it is definitely a really good place to start. Just do the prologue first. That's all I would say. And then watch this, and then that can help you, hopefully. Anyway, we are got 0.45 PC. Thank you very much for the follow. And then just when we went offline previously, we have Darkwing and Buzzard Bait also following. Thank you very much for that. Anyway, we are going to fight Terracotta Graveyard. Our army is kind of beaten up. Definitely no doubt about that. But then again, so is theirs. And this really is my opportunity to take it. So we kind of need to do that. They've got a couple of Forsaken units. They will have some towers going on here. If we auto-resolve this, we will lose the bulk of our Jade Warriors and also the Peasants. I don't really want to lose that, so I think we're just going to go ahead and fight this. It'll most likely be the Heroes doing a big part of this, and also the Dragon Guard, and maybe also the Gunners. This might actually be an opportunity for the Gunners to really shine, so we'll see what we can do. And again, as a reminder, this is a village battle. This basically means that we need to take a series of control points. That is each of these nodes here, and then there's also the central one, which is a bit more of a bigger buff. Each of these nodes will be connected to some towers, which will allow them to actually build some defenses, barricades, walls, traps, and such like. We're in the middle of a field. Have I seen this map before? I don't think I have. This seems to be pretty intensely harvested and farmed. Got a little waterfall. Aww. Oh, and you can really see like the Zinchian effect. The warp going on over there, or whatever chaos is called in fantasy. Alright, cool. I don't think I have seen this map before, you know. I think this might be a new one. I don't think I have seen this. Alright, so there's an entrance up to there. There's an entrance to here. There's one here. And ways through to there. So I think what we'll probably start out doing is we'll just stick our armies back here so I can see precisely what I have. We will position these in order of number. Place you there. Place you there. Place here. And here.
Stone and steel.
And then over here as well. And here.
Never conquered.
And some peasants over here. And the basic objective of this is just to force them to spread their units out as much as we possibly can. And then we'll attack from a number of proper angles.
Order and balance.
I do like the idea of pushing through here now. Do we have anywhere where it's really open? Big open spaces for the gunners to have their time. Yeah, over here. So this, I think, is where we're going to put both of the Iron Hails.
Iron Hail gunners.
And I think I'm also put Miao Ying and the crossbows. And we'll put the guard over. How can we threaten more than one place? Probably over here. So put the Dragon Guard there, together with Garius the Brit. Then we have some archers, which I think we'll put over on this side. And the cavalry stick there.
Release the dragons.
And then the rockets, I might actually stick here and then just have them float up to the top of this, and then they can get Overwatch on pretty much the entire area. Lots of choke points. Yep, pretty standard for one of these sieges. Are any of these more important than the others? 3 towers, 3 towers. 3 towers. No, these are all identical. 3 towers. And then the center has 1 tower. Alright, so where have they put the towers? They have a tower over on this side, which does make sense. In fact, they've put basically the entirety of their defense over here. Now, you're about as far away from that tower as it is possible to be. That ain't great. Let's station you over there. Run. Station you there. And the cavalry, you know? And the cavalry can come in and just ninja that. You go there. You guys. Come up here. Go. And that basically leaves these as well. Let's have you moving. In fact, let's position you like so. Have the swords come that way, swords come that way. And Miao Ying, run up to here. Okay, that should be pretty much everyone moving now.
Embody the Emperor's will. Serve
Interesting.
me and serve him. He shall reward victory. Crossbowman.
I wonder if you upgraded to a dragon can attack towers.
Thoughts in harmony. For the Emperor. Behold the
About to find out. Okay, so Miao Ying has become a dragon. Miao Ying can attack the towers. Excellent. We'll send the gunners in to give some assistance as well. And there is another tower over there. So you know what? You're in a position to attack that. Let's have you do this instead. Right, that tower's going to come down pretty quickly, I think.
seeking Cathay's foes.
You
Mistress of storm.
go after them.
For the Emperor!
Repositioning!
Oh, they're building another tower over on this side. That's alright.
Jade
You're
warrior!
coming around here to take that out. In fact, let's have you go and
Defenders of
assist them. I
Cathay!
have a feeling it's going to require both of you.
Iron hail gunners! Fight as one! Defend the realm!
Shoot them! Doesn't take you that long to get set up. Come on, people. There you go.
Dragon Guard!
Mage of the Celestial Court!
Pew pew time.
Guided by ancestors! The Celestial Faithful! Repositioning!
Warriors! Without hesitation!
Thoughts in harmony!
Oh, rocket launchers in position. Except I actually want to shoot that.
Master of Azir!
Get another shot in with the lightning bolt. Just like that. Beautiful. And now they're going to start running. Good. Good.
Dragon Guard! With
Attacked by them,
pride!
'cause of course he did.
Move
Go and
as
take that
one.
out.
Jade Warriors!
We
need to run.
understood!
With infinite pride! The Celestial Daughter!
Good. Tower's dead. Let's send Miao Ying in.
Order and balance! Restore order!
Okay, you need to get a lot closer to actually get those shots off properly, I think.
If it is required!
Warriors!
Defenders of Cathay!
Moving on to that, so you guys move over to here. This place is being captured now, that's good.
Order and balance!
Come on, should be loaded by now. Take the shot!
Celestial Fury!
Don't take the shot.
Celestial Sorcerer!
Move as wind!
Why are we not shooting?
Defend the realm!
We have a clear shot from here.
They will perish!
What the hell? Alright, Miao Ying's killing those guys, that's great. They're building a tower there again, but we've just taken that, so that tower has been cancelled. Now we just need to take this location.
Now defend it!
Alright, seriously?
Yes!
Why can't you shoot this? And now you are. There you go. At least you're taking the fire. You've got health. You can take it. Now it's just the central point.
Guided by Witchless then!
And there we go. There's the victory. That was strange. I'm not sure why he couldn't shoot there. What's the difference between anti-armor and anti-large? Hints in the name. Anti-armor kills armor. Anti-large kills large creatures. It's damage done as a bonus to that. So if they have high armor and you have an anti-armor weapon, then you will basically ignore that amount of armor every time you hit. And if you have anti-large and you get attacked by something which is large, so for example cavalry, or giants, or trolls, or ogres, then you will do the bonus damage to them. Right, let's have a quick drink, as Colinus has requested that we do so. How long will I be streaming for? Another 3.5 hours, more or less. We've only just started. We did not lose any units. Good. Not even the cavalry died this time, although there's only 5 of them still standing. Miao Ying was the one that pretty much single-handedly carried that fight. And also the Dragon Guard. So we got the Banner of Flame, which increases base weapon damage and also gives us flaming attacks. Nice, nice.
The defensive parameter expands.
This banner burns with a fire that can never be quenched, imbuing its bearers with flaming weapons and fiery eyes. Brass Cleaver. The Brass Cleaver is said to be an artifact from another realm, ancient and terrible that thirsts for blood. Destroy the following faction. Sarthoriel's Watchers.
The Storm Dragon.
So now we are in the Terracotta Graveyard. It's the same region as the Imperial Wardens, but this time we're going to hold on to this province. Previously I gave it away, but I don't think I need to do that this time.
Defender.
And Miao Ying, you have leveled up. You can now get Evasion, which is great. So what we had to do is get 5 points in this section so that we could then get Evasion, which then unlocks these guys. So I'm going to go and grab Evasion. It's going to increase our melee defense by 5 and also give us extra speed, which I think will be very useful.
A tool fit for the Dragon's Daughter.
Meanwhile, we can recruit some more troops. And I don't think I want to recruit any of those. What building do you
The
have here?
Celestial Miao.
The Coral. We're going to get rid of you and probably replace you with a Order control building. Meanwhile, in the Gunpowder Road, we could upgrade Nanli to the next tier. Oh, that does actually increase growth. You know what? Do it. And then we just need to get to 2 growth again, so that we can upgrade Nangao. In fact, if I don't do that, how long? 5 turns. Let's get upgraded. Huzzah! Then we can get some more of the infrastructure going. So Miao Ying is going to spend a turn replenishing, and she will actually restore a lot of health. And hopefully our settlements can take these Norska incursions. And we're also very much going to need to get Snake Gate repaired. That's going to be our next objective.
Our ancient empire has not survived until now without friends.
Hey, Jiaming. You want 1,400 ducats and also for the trade agreement. At the moment our relations are rising again. I'm not going to accept this. Well, actually I am rich. How much money do I have? 20 grand. You know what? Sod it. Just to get relations going with Jiaming, sure. Go on then, bro. Landmark Buffalo. Thank you very much for the Prime resub. Oh, Prime sub, not resub. Prime sub. Welcome to the Maudlings. Good to have you joining us. Were you both attacking me? Ooh, this might actually be an interesting fight. They are. Okay. This might be a challenge. So these are arriving after 2 minutes. I am very low on troop numbers. The garrison has barely anything to it. And it's expecting a valiant defeat with high casualties. Let's see what we can do. The cavalry will not survive this time. Well, it depends if I just leave them in the centre or not. And Bertil, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. But this time I have the defences. So the towers will be fighting for me. And I'm guessing that they're probably going to wait until their reinforcements arrive before even attacking. May actually... it's a siege. They may not. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to equip the new item, didn't I? Whoops. Okay, so they are coming at me from 2 different directions. We do have an extra large army because we do control the garrison at the same time. I'm just going to stick everyone in the centre. I usually do this just so I can see what I have assigned out and what I haven't.
Thoughts in harmony.
Then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the garrison armies over here. There aren't very many of them.
Jade crossbows.
But they may be able to do some damage to those guys.
Horsemen!
Including the horsemen over there. And then a large portion of their attack is going to come through here. Now the control point is there. So then I think we defend this point. So let's go with the two strongest units in here. Actually, let's go in with the 4 weakest units. Holding that.
The celestial faithful.
And we'll put our gunners here in case they decide to try to come around the side. Together with the crossbows.
The celestial faithful.
And these guys... There is only actually one way up over here, and it's this. So we're going to use you to hold that slope. Together with the peasant archers that can stand up here. And Miao Ying,
The celestial daughter.
you're going to be wanting to be over here so you can go and deal with their general.
I hear the heavens.
Astromancer. You know, let's put you over on this side. And then we've got the
Never conquer.
Sky Junk, which I think I'm also going to put over here. We're just going to have you unleashing a bit of hell on these guys. We'll fire a volley or two, then we'll turn you around and head down this way to help guard against that.
Praise the dragons.
Then we've got these units still in the
Praise
centre,
the dragons!
which includes my heavy hitters, and I think I'm going to put you on this bridge. Just guarding that entrance, just in case they do manage to sneak across. And that's true, we also need to put the towers up. I think the tower that makes the most sense is going to be this one. Let's do 2 of them. Let's put one there. And one there. Right, this is something we haven't talked about before, defences. So, let me just cancel those real quick. Actually, we'll just leave one up. So the way that you position defences is all of these areas are pre-selected. And you can see where they are because they have the hammer icon. So the ones which are just the small square, like this, that is a tower slot. So you can left click on it, and then that will bring up the building menu. There are 4 levels of tower. 1, 2, 3, and 4, each of them with an increasing cost. And you can see the amount of supplies that they cost and then the amount of supplies you have up here. As you fight through the battle, the more of the supply points that you control, the more supplies you will generate. So you can continue building defences as the battle goes on. So right now I am just placing tier 1 towers. You can see their stats right there. They have range, they do some damage, they have a little bit of armor pierce, and they shoot relatively slowly. Tier 2s tend to be more armor piercing, so they are going to be better against armored threats. Then tier 3, you start getting explosive shots. So these are cannons, they're very good armor piercing, really good against big creatures, and they have a little bit of an AoE. And then the tier 4, these are rocket launchers. They have a really big AoE and they can hit very, very hard, very, very quickly. But you got to be careful with the tier 4s because they do cause a lot of friendly fire as well. And towers are hard to aim. You have a little bit control over where you want them shooting, but you can't, for example, tell them to attack ground, and you can't tell them to stop. That's another big problem. If there's only one unit in range, it's going to shoot that unit. So generally, tier 1s and 2s are safe. Tier 3s if you're up against big creatures. And then tier 4 if you just want something to do as much damage as possible without really caring about friendly fire implications. So we're going to go ahead and build a piercing tower there. Then the other area that you can look at are these choke points. And these are barricades. And what you can do is click on that, and then there are again choices. Now these aren't just a scaling, this is better than the previous tier. They are actually different buildings. So the first one is the barricade. This is a platform on which you can garrison ranged units. They will increase the range by 20%, and the enemy has to destroy the barricade to get to them. The downside to the barricades, they have 5,000 hit points. It's not actually that much because a lot of creatures can attack it very quickly. So if you want the extra range, if you want this as like a firing position with some infantry in front of it, you can do that. The other thing, which is cool about barricades, is friendly units can pass through them. Enemy units can't, but yours can. Next up, we have the monument. Everyone can pass through this. It's an area augment, which will increase melee defense and leadership. So if this is a choke point and you're positioning some infantry units to just hold that position, then putting a monument there can be good. So everything within the radius, which is a 32 meter effect, which is something like this, will get the benefit of the monument. Next up, we have the trap. This is kind of the opposite to the monument. It will affect enemy units that pass through in a similar radius to the monument, and it will reduce enemy movement speed and enemy melee attack. I don't know if it can be destroyed. It doesn't have any hit points, same as the monument, so I think once you've established them, they're there, unlike the barricade, which can be destroyed. And then finally, there is the blocker. This has 10,000 hit points. It provides missile resistance for everyone that's near it, again within that 32 meter radius, and I think this blocks... oh no, it only says blocks attack paths of attackers. Defending infantry can pass through. So your units can still pass through the blocker, but enemy units cannot. So if you want to deny a way through for enemy units, you can stick one of those blockers there. Every faction has the same barricades and towers, yes.